The mind is everything. Harnessing your inner strength for lasting change. Introduction. The mind is everything. What if I told you that everything you are, everything you do, and everything you will ever become starts in one place? Your mind. Your thoughts shape your reality. They control your emotions, decisions, and actions. They build your confidence or create your doubts. The way you think determines the life you live. This book is about unlocking the power of your mind. It will show you how to rewire your thoughts, reshape your beliefs, and master your emotions. You will learn how to break mental barriers, improve focus, and create a mindset that works for you, not against you. No matter where you are in life, your mind is your greatest asset, but it can also be your biggest obstacle. The difference lies in how you use it. This is not just another book on thinking positive. It's about real transformation. It's about training your mind to think, feel, and act in a way that leads to success, happiness, and inner peace. Every chapter will take you deeper into the mechanics of the mind, how it works, how it can hold you back, and how you can take full control. The goal is simple: to help you become the master of your own mind. If you've ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or held back by fear and doubt, this book is for you. If you want to improve your focus, boost your confidence, and create a life that aligns with your true potential, you're in the right place. The journey starts now. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Power of the Mind. What if I told you that your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever own? It shapes your thoughts, directs your actions, and ultimately defines your reality. Every choice you make, every emotion you feel, and every success or failure you experience begins in your mind. Understanding this power is the first step toward unlocking your full potential. The mind creates reality. Think about the most successful people in the world. What separates them from others? It's not just luck, talent, or opportunity. It's the way they think. Their mindset allows them to see possibilities where others see limitations. They believe in their potential, even when the odds are stacked against them. Consider Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. If he had allowed his mind to focus on failure, he would have quit long before achieving success. Instead, he saw each failed attempt as a step toward his goal. His mind framed failure, not as an end, but as a lesson. This is the power of the mind in action. Thoughts shape actions. Your thoughts determine your actions. When you believe you can achieve something, you take steps to make it happen. But when you doubt yourself, hesitation takes over. Your mind either pushes you forward or holds you back. Imagine you have a dream to start your own business. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," or "I will probably fail," you will hesitate to take action. Even if you do start, your doubt will limit your progress. Now imagine a different mindset. You tell yourself, "I can learn what I need to succeed." You focus on solutions instead of obstacles. That shift in thought leads to action, and action leads to results. The self-fulfilling prophecy. The way you think about yourself becomes your reality. This is known as the self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe you are capable, you will act with confidence. If you believe you are destined to fail, you will act in ways that make failure more likely. Psychologists have studied this effect for years. In one famous study, teachers were told that certain students had been identified as having exceptional academic potential. In reality, these students were chosen randomly. However, by the end of the school year, those students outperformed their peers. Why? Because their teachers expected them to succeed, and that belief shaped the way they treated those students. The same principle applies to your own life. When you expect success, your actions align with that expectation. The power of focus. Your mind is constantly processing information, but it can only focus on a limited amount at a time. What you choose to focus on determines your experience. If you focus on problems, you will feel overwhelmed. If you focus on solutions, you will feel empowered. A simple example is driving a car. When you look in the direction you want to go, your hands naturally steer the wheel in that direction. The same principle applies to life. If you focus on failure, you will move toward it. If you focus on success, you will take the steps needed to achieve it. Overcoming negative thinking. Negative thoughts can feel automatic. They creep in without warning, whispering doubts and fears. But here's the truth. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. This means you have the power to change them. One effective technique is reframing. Instead of thinking, "I'll never be good at this," change it to, "I am still learning, and I will improve." Instead of "This is too hard," try, "This challenge will make me stronger." Words matter. The way you speak to yourself shapes your reality. The role of belief. Belief is a powerful force. When you truly believe something is possible, your mind finds ways to make it happen. Athletes use this principle all the time. They visualize themselves winning before they even step onto the field. They train their minds to expect success, and that belief fuels their performance. A powerful example is the story of Roger Bannister. For years, people believed that running a mile in under 4 minutes was impossible. Doctors even claimed it was dangerous. But Bannister refused to accept that belief. He trained his mind as much as his body, and in 1954, he broke the 4-minute barrier. Once he did, others quickly followed. What changed? The belief that it was possible. Practical steps to harness the power of your mind. Monitor your thoughts. Pay attention to the words you say to yourself. Are they empowering or limiting? Reframe negativity. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, replace those thoughts with positive alternatives. Set clear goals. Your mind needs direction. Define what you want, and visualize yourself achieving it. Focus on solutions. Shift your attention from problems to actions you can take. Practice gratitude. A grateful mind is a powerful mind. Focus on what you have, rather than what you lack. Conclusion. Your mind is your greatest asset. The power of your mind is limitless. It can build confidence, create success, and transform your life. But like any tool, it must be used wisely. Train your mind to work for you, not against you. Master your thoughts, and you will master your destiny. Your journey begins here. The next chapter will take you deeper into how thoughts are formed, and how you can use them to your advantage. Let's continue. Chapter 2. The Science of Thought. Your mind is a complex and fascinating system. Every thought you have, every decision you make, and every belief you hold is the result of intricate processes happening in your brain. But how do these thoughts form? What shapes them? And how can we harness their power to improve our lives? How thoughts are formed. At any moment, your brain is processing billions of bits of information. Some of these come from your senses, what you see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. Others come from past experiences, emotions, and even unconscious memories. Your thoughts emerge as a result of this processing, shaped by neural activity that takes place in fractions of a second. Neuroscientists have identified specific regions of the brain responsible for different aspects of thought. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for logic, problem-solving, and decision-making. The amygdala plays a key role in processing emotions. The hippocampus helps store and retrieve memories. Together, these areas work in harmony, generating the thoughts that influence your perceptions and actions. The role of neural pathways. Neural pathways are like highways in the brain. Each time you think a certain thought, your brain strengthens the pathway that supports it. The more you think the same way, the more automatic that thought pattern becomes. For example, if you repeatedly tell yourself, "I am not good enough," your brain builds a strong pathway reinforcing that belief. Over time, this thought may feel like an unchangeable truth. But the good news is, your brain is adaptable. This ability, known as neuroplasticity, means you can rewire your thought patterns through conscious effort and practice. The impact of positive and negative thinking. Your thoughts have a direct impact on your emotions, behavior, and overall well-being. Studies have shown that positive thinking enhances problem-solving abilities, boosts immune function, and improves mental health. On the other hand, negative thinking can increase stress levels, weaken the immune system, and lead to anxiety and depression. Consider an athlete preparing for a competition. If they repeatedly think, "I am strong, I am prepared, I will succeed," their brain reinforces those beliefs, leading to greater confidence and performance. If they think, "I will fail, I am not good enough," their brain strengthens pathways that increase self-doubt and anxiety, affecting their results. The subconscious mind and automatic thoughts. Much of what we think happens beneath the surface. The subconscious mind processes information automatically, without us even realizing it. This is why habits, biases, and deeply ingrained beliefs can feel so difficult to change. For example, if you were told as a child that you are not good at math, your subconscious mind may have adopted this belief. Even as an adult, you might avoid math-related tasks, not because you lack ability, but because your subconscious mind accepted this idea as truth. Understanding this allows you to challenge and change subconscious beliefs that may be holding you back. Rewiring the brain, how to change your thoughts. The brain's ability to rewire itself means that with practice, you can change the way you think. Here are some strategies. Awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. What patterns do you notice? Are they mostly positive or negative? Reframing. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, reframe the thought into something constructive. Instead of "I can't do this," try "I am learning, and I will get better." Visualization. Picture yourself achieving your goals. This strengthens positive neural pathways. Affirmations. Repeat empowering statements to yourself daily. Over time, these reshape subconscious beliefs. Mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness helps you observe thoughts without judgment, allowing you to respond rather than react. The science of thought in everyday life. Your thoughts are shaping your life at this very moment. From the way you interpret challenges, to the way you interact with others, your thinking patterns define your experience. By understanding the science behind thought formation, you gain the power to shape your mind and your future. In the next chapter, we will explore how to cultivate a mindset that fosters growth, resilience, and lasting success. Let's continue. Chapter 3. Mindset. The key to growth. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. It shapes your beliefs, influences your decisions, and ultimately determines the trajectory of your life. Some people thrive in the face of challenges, while others struggle to move forward. The difference lies in mindset. The two types of mindsets. Psychologist Carol Dweck introduced the concept of the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Understanding these two perspectives is essential for personal development. Fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that intelligence, abilities, and talents are static. They think success is based on natural ability rather than effort. When they encounter failure, they see it as a sign of personal limitation. Growth mindset. Those with a growth mindset believe that abilities can be developed through effort and learning. They embrace challenges, see failure as an opportunity to grow, and understand that perseverance leads to improvement. Consider a student struggling with mathematics. If they have a fixed mindset, they may think, "I'm just bad at math," and give up. However, a growth mindset leads to a different response. "I may not understand this yet, but with practice, I will get better." How mindset shapes success. Your mindset affects how you approach challenges, setbacks, and opportunities. Research shows that individuals with a growth mindset are more likely to achieve their goals, build resilience, and continuously improve. Take the example of Michael Jordan. Early in his career, he was cut from his high school basketball team. Someone with a fixed mindset might have seen this as proof that they weren't good enough. Instead, Jordan used it as motivation to work harder, develop his skills, and become one of the greatest athletes of all time. The power of belief. What you believe about yourself shapes your reality. If you think you're incapable of learning a new skill, you'll resist opportunities to improve. But if you believe you can grow, you'll actively seek challenges and embrace learning. Studies have shown that people who believe in their ability to improve perform better. In one experiment, Students who were taught that intelligence is not fixed, but grows with effort, showed significant improvement in academic performance compared to those who believed intelligence was static. Developing a growth mindset. The good news is that mindset is not permanent. You can shift from a fixed to a growth mindset with practice. Here's how: embrace challenges. See obstacles as opportunities to learn rather than as threats to your abilities. Learn from failure. Instead of viewing failure as the end, see it as valuable feedback. What can you learn from it? Adopt the power of yet. When facing difficulty, add yet to your thoughts. Instead of "I can't do this," say "I can't do this yet." Seek continuous improvement. Focus on progress rather than perfection. Small improvements over time lead to mastery. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people. The people you interact with influence your mindset. Engage with those who encourage learning and development. The role of effort and persistence. People with a growth mindset understand that effort leads to achievement. They don't expect instant success, but recognize that persistence is key. Many of the world's most successful individuals have faced repeated failures before reaching success. Thomas Edison, who invented the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This perspective is a perfect example of the growth mindset in action. Transforming your mindset. Changing your mindset takes time, but the impact is life-changing. The first step is awareness, recognizing your current thinking patterns. When you catch yourself in a fixed mindset, pause and reframe your thoughts. Shift your focus from what you can't do to what you can learn. A growth mindset is the foundation of resilience, achievement, and lifelong learning. By cultivating it, you open the door to endless possibilities. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of the subconscious mind and how it influences your beliefs and behaviors. Let's continue. Chapter 4. The Subconscious Mind. Your subconscious mind is one of the most powerful forces in your life. It operates behind the scenes, shaping your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, without you even realizing it. While your conscious mind handles logic and decision-making, your subconscious mind stores beliefs, habits, and past experiences. Understanding how it works can help you reprogram your thinking and unlock your full potential. How the subconscious mind works. Imagine your mind as an iceberg. The conscious mind is the small visible tip above the water, while the subconscious is the massive structure beneath the surface. Although you are only aware of the conscious portion, the subconscious mind is constantly at work, processing information and guiding your actions based on stored experiences and learned patterns. Your subconscious mind absorbs information from childhood, social interactions, and repeated experiences. It does not judge whether something is true or false. It simply accepts and reinforces what it is repeatedly exposed to. This is why certain fears, habits, and beliefs can feel automatic, because they have been programmed over time. The influence of the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind influences nearly every aspect of your life, from self-confidence to decision-making. Here's how beliefs and self-perception. If you repeatedly hear or tell yourself, "I am not good enough," your subconscious mind accepts it as truth. This belief then shapes your behavior and limits your potential. Habits and routines. Your daily habits, from how you brush your teeth to how you react to stress, are controlled by your subconscious mind. Once a habit is formed, your brain follows it automatically. Emotional responses. Many of your emotional reactions stem from subconscious programming. A past failure might cause you to fear similar situations, even if the circumstances are different. Decision-making. Your subconscious mind processes information faster than your conscious mind. This is why you sometimes make instinctive decisions without knowing why. Reprogramming the subconscious mind. The good news is that the subconscious mind is not fixed. It can be reprogrammed. By introducing new thoughts, beliefs, and habits, you can change how it operates. Here are some strategies. 1. Affirmations and positive self-talk. Your subconscious mind responds to repetition. By consistently repeating positive statements, you reinforce empowering beliefs. For example, I am capable and confident. I attract success and happiness. I have the power to change my life. These affirmations may feel unnatural at first, but over time, they reshape your subconscious thinking. 2. Visualization and mental imagery. Your mind cannot distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. This is why athletes use visualization to enhance performance. Picture yourself succeeding, feeling confident, and overcoming challenges. The more detailed the visualization, the stronger the effect. 3. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness practices help you observe subconscious thoughts without judgment. By becoming aware of negative thought patterns, you can interrupt and replace them with positive ones. Meditation also strengthens your connection to your subconscious mind, allowing you to reshape deep-seated beliefs. 4. Exposure to positive influences. Your subconscious mind absorbs what it is exposed to. Surround yourself with positive influences, uplifting books, inspiring people, and motivational content. This helps rewire your subconscious with empowering beliefs. 5. Changing your inner narrative. Identify the negative stories you tell yourself and replace them with constructive ones. Instead of "I always fail at this," shift your narrative to "I am learning and improving every day." The power of the subconscious in daily life. Your subconscious mind is always at work, shaping your experiences based on past programming. But by consciously reprogramming it, you can break free from limitations, create new habits, and develop a more empowering mindset. As you move forward, remember your subconscious mind does not decide what is possible. You do. By taking control of your thoughts and beliefs, you take control of your life. In the next chapter, we will explore the connection between emotions and the mind, and how emotional intelligence can transform the way you think and interact with the world. Let's continue. Chapter 5. The role of emotions. Emotions are a fundamental part of the human experience. They influence how we think, how we act, and how we connect with the world around us. Whether we feel joy, fear, sadness, or excitement, emotions shape our decisions and define our experiences. But what if we could better understand them? What if we could learn to manage our emotions instead of being controlled by them? The connection between emotions and the mind. Every emotion you feel is a result of brain activity. The limbic system, a set of structures deep within the brain, plays a crucial role in processing emotions. One of the most important parts of this system is the amygdala, which helps us recognize and respond to emotional situations. For example, when you encounter danger, your amygdala triggers the fight or flight response, releasing stress hormones that prepare your body to react. Similarly, when you experience happiness, your brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which promote positive feelings. While emotions originate in the brain, they influence our entire body. They affect heart rate, breathing, digestion, and even immune function. Understanding this connection allows us to take better control of our emotional well-being. Why emotions matter. Emotions do more than just make us feel something. They shape our perception of the world. When we feel confident, challenges seem easier to overcome. When we feel anxious, even small obstacles can feel overwhelming. Our emotions influence decision-making. People often make choices based on how they feel in the moment, rather than logical reasoning. Relationships. Emotions impact how we communicate, how we react to others, and how we build trust. Health and well-being. Chronic stress and negative emotions can weaken the immune system, while positive emotions can improve physical health, performance, and productivity. A positive emotional state leads to better focus and motivation, while negative emotions can reduce efficiency. The power of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, EQ, is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions in ourselves and others. Studies show that EQ is often more important than IQ when it comes to success in both personal and professional life. People with high emotional intelligence are better at handling stress, build stronger relationships, communicate more effectively, make more rational and balanced decisions. Developing emotional intelligence starts with self-awareness. When you understand what triggers your emotions, you can begin to control them rather than letting them control you. Managing negative emotions. Negative emotions such as anger, fear, and sadness are natural, but they can become overwhelming if not managed properly. Here are some strategies to regain control. Pause and breathe. When you feel a strong emotion, take a moment before reacting. Deep breathing helps calm the nervous system and reduces impulsive responses. Reframe your thoughts. Challenge negative thinking patterns. Instead of saying, "I will fail," try, "This is a challenge, and I can learn from it." Practice mindfulness. Stay present in the moment. Mindfulness helps you observe emotions without judgment, making them easier to manage. Express emotions constructively. Bottling up emotions can lead to stress and anxiety. Find healthy ways to express them, such as journaling, talking to someone, or engaging in creative activities. Engage in physical activity. Exercise helps release built-up emotional tension and improves mood by increasing endorphins. Harnessing positive emotions. Positive emotions can be intentionally cultivated to enhance well-being and resilience. Here's how: practice gratitude. Regularly reflecting on what you appreciate in life can shift focus away from negativity. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who uplift you and engage in activities that bring joy. Engage in acts of kindness. Helping others boosts emotional well-being and strengthens social connections. Visualize success. Using mental imagery to see yourself achieving your goals reinforces a positive mindset. Balancing emotion and logic. To make sound decisions, you need to balance emotion with logic. While emotions provide valuable insights, relying solely on them can lead to impulsive actions. Before making important decisions, identify the emotions you are feeling. Consider how those emotions might be influencing your judgment. Weigh the logical pros and cons before taking action. This balance allows for wiser choices that align with both personal values and long-term goals. Conclusion: mastering your emotions. Emotions are powerful, but they do not have to control you. By developing emotional intelligence, practicing self-awareness, and managing emotions effectively, you can take control of your mental and emotional well-being. In the next chapter, we will explore the mind-body connection and how physical health influences mental performance. Let's continue. Chapter 6. The Mind-Body Connection. Your mind and body are not separate entities. They are deeply connected, constantly influencing each other. The way you think affects your physical health, and your physical state impacts your mental well-being. Understanding this connection can help you unlock greater energy, focus, and overall well-being. The science behind the mind-body connection. Your brain and body communicate through a complex network of signals. The nervous system, hormones, and immune system all play a role in translating thoughts and emotions into physical responses. For example, stress triggers the release of cortisol, which prepares the body to respond to challenges. However, prolonged stress can weaken the immune system, disrupt sleep, and increase the risk of chronic illness. Similarly, positive emotions release chemicals like serotonin and dopamine, which enhance mood, improve immune function, and promote overall well-being. This biochemical link between thoughts and physical health explains why mental state plays a crucial role in longevity and disease prevention. How mental state affects physical health. Stress and its impact. Chronic stress leads to high blood pressure, digestive issues, muscle tension, and weakened immunity. Learning stress management techniques can help protect the body from long-term harm. The power of optimism. Studies show that people with a positive outlook on life recover faster from illness, experience less pain, and live longer. Depression and physical health. Persistent negative emotions can lead to fatigue, weakened immunity, and increased inflammation in the body. The role of sleep. Poor sleep affects cognitive function, weakens the immune system, and increases the risk of mental disorders like anxiety and depression. How physical health affects the mind. Just as mental state impacts the body, physical health also influences mental well-being. Here's how exercise and brain function. Regular physical activity boosts the release of endorphins, reducing stress and enhancing mood. It also improves focus, memory, and overall cognitive performance. Nutrition and mental clarity. A diet rich in essential nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins supports brain function, stabilizes mood, and prevents mental fatigue. Gut health and emotional balance. The gut produces neurotransmitters, like serotonin, which directly influence mood. A balanced diet promotes a healthy gut microbiome, improving emotional stability. Breathing and relaxation. Deep breathing techniques activate the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing stress and promoting calmness. Practical ways to strengthen the mind-body connection. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness reduces stress, enhances focus, and promotes relaxation by helping you stay present in the moment. Engage in regular physical activity. Even light exercise, like walking or stretching, can improve mood and mental clarity. Prioritize quality sleep. Develop a consistent sleep routine to support cognitive function, memory, and emotional resilience. Eat a balanced diet, nutrient-rich foods, improve brain health, energy levels, and overall well-being. Deep breathing and relaxation techniques. Practices like yoga and diaphragmatic breathing calm the nervous system and enhance emotional stability. Conclusion. Aligning mind and body for optimal health. Your mind and body are deeply interconnected, constantly influencing each other. By nurturing both, you can achieve greater balance, resilience, and overall well-being. A healthy mind supports a healthy body, and a strong body enhances mental clarity and emotional stability. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of focus and how mastering attention can transform your productivity and success. Let's continue. Chapter 7. The Power of Focus. In a world filled with distractions, focus has become a rare and valuable skill. The ability to direct your attention toward meaningful tasks determines your productivity, creativity, and success. Without focus, even the best ideas remain unrealized, and progress becomes slow and uncertain. But with the right approach, you can train your mind to block out distractions and concentrate on what truly matters. Why focus matters. Focus is the gateway to achievement. When you concentrate on a single task, your brain optimizes its resources, leading to deeper understanding and higher efficiency. Studies show that people who develop strong focus outperform others in problem-solving, learning, and achieving long-term goals. A lack of focus leads to mental fatigue, reduced productivity, and increased stress. Think of your attention as a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. The science of attention. The brain has a natural filtering system, known as the reticular activating system, RAS. This network of neurons determines what information is important and what can be ignored. When you set a goal or direct your attention towards something, your RAS helps you notice related opportunities and insights. For example, if you decide to buy a specific type of car, you suddenly start seeing that model everywhere. This is not because more of them appeared, it's because your brain is now focused on it. The same principle applies to your goals and priorities. The more you focus on something, the more your brain helps you find ways to achieve it. The enemies of focus. Several factors can weaken your ability to focus. Digital distractions, social media, notifications, and emails constantly compete for attention. Multitasking, switching between tasks, reduces efficiency and increases mental fatigue. Lack of clarity, unclear goals, make it harder to stay committed to a single task. Mental clutter, stress and overthinking, scatter attention and reduce effectiveness. Fatigue, a tired mind struggles to maintain concentration for long periods. How to strengthen your focus. Eliminate distractions. Create a distraction-free workspace. Silence notifications. Set boundaries. And remove unnecessary clutter. Use the Pomodoro technique. Work in focused intervals. For example, 25 minutes of work, followed by a 5-minute break to maintain concentration and prevent burnout. Prioritize deep work. Schedule uninterrupted time for tasks that require deep thinking and creativity. Train your mind with meditation. Regular meditation enhances focus by improving your ability to control attention. Set clear goals. Define what you want to accomplish before starting a task to maintain a clear direction. Practice single tasking. Work on one task at a time to maximize efficiency and minimize cognitive overload. Fuel your brain. Proper nutrition, hydration, and sleep improve cognitive function and concentration. Harnessing focus for success. High achievers, across all fields, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, rely on intense focus to master their craft. Steve Jobs, for example, was known for his ability to concentrate deeply on a few critical projects, rather than spreading his attention thin. By cultivating focus, you gain control over your time, energy, and mental clarity. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to channel your attention toward meaningful goals. Conclusion: mastering focus for a better life. Focus is the foundation of success. When you control your attention, you control your future. By eliminating distractions, practicing mindfulness, and prioritizing deep work, you can train your mind to stay on track and achieve your highest potential. In the next chapter, we will explore how to overcome mental barriers that hold you back from growth and success. Let's continue. Chapter 8. Overcoming mental barriers. Everyone faces mental barriers. They come in the form of self-doubt, fear, limiting beliefs, and negative thought patterns. These invisible walls keep us from reaching our full potential. But the truth is, these barriers exist only in the mind, and with the right strategies, they can be broken down. Understanding mental barriers. Mental barriers are internal limitations that prevent us from taking action, embracing change, or pursuing our goals. They often come from past experiences, societal conditioning, or fear of failure. Some common mental barriers include fear of failure, the belief that mistakes define us rather than teach us. Imposter syndrome, feeling unworthy or doubting one's achievements. Perfectionism, avoiding action because nothing feels good enough. Negative self-talk, the habit of criticizing oneself and expecting the worst. Fixed mindset, believing that intelligence and abilities are static rather than changeable through effort. Recognizing these barriers is the first step to overcoming them. How fear holds you back. Fear is one of the strongest mental barriers. It often disguises itself as logic, convincing you that risks aren't worth taking. But fear is not reality. It is an emotion triggered by uncertainty. Successful people don't eliminate fear. They learn to move forward, despite it. Consider Thomas Edison, who failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. If he had allowed fear of failure to control him, he would have never achieved success. His perseverance proves that failure is not the end. It is part of the process. Breaking free from negative thought patterns. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself, "I can't do this," your brain finds ways to confirm that belief. However, if you replace it with "I am learning, and I will improve," your brain adapts to this new reality. Strategies to rewire your thinking. Challenge limiting beliefs. When a negative thought arises, ask yourself, is this really true? Often self-imposed limitations are based on past failures, not present capabilities. Reframe failure as growth. Instead of viewing failure as an endpoint, see it as a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to improve. Practice positive self-talk. Speak to yourself with encouragement. Replace phrases like, "I'll never succeed" with "I am making progress every day." Visualize success. Your brain responds to mental imagery. Picture yourself overcoming challenges and achieving your goals. Building resilience against mental barriers. Resilience is the ability to keep going despite challenges. It is built through self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness instead of harsh criticism. Small wins. Setting and achieving small goals to build confidence. Growth mindset. Viewing abilities as skills that can be improved over time. Support systems. surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Taking action to overcome mental barriers. The best way to break through mental barriers is to take action. Start with small steps and build momentum. The more you push past fear and self-doubt, the weaker these barriers become. Conclusion: reclaiming your power. Mental barriers are only as strong as the power you give them. By changing your mindset, challenging limiting beliefs, and taking consistent action, you can break free and achieve your highest potential. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of visualization and how you can use mental imagery to create success. Let's continue. Chapter 9. The power of visualization. Your mind is an incredibly powerful tool, and one of its greatest abilities is visualization. The way you see yourself and your future can shape your reality. Successful people across all fields, from athletes to entrepreneurs, use visualization to enhance performance, build confidence, and achieve their goals. When you learn to harness the power of mental imagery, you can transform the way you think, feel, and act. What is visualization? Visualization is the process of creating vivid mental images of success, achievement, or desired outcomes. It allows your brain to simulate experiences before they happen, strengthening neural pathways and making it easier to turn thoughts into reality. Think of your brain as a simulator. When you mentally rehearse an action, your brain activates the same regions that are used when performing the action in real life. This is why elite athletes visualize themselves winning competitions, musicians picture flawless performances, and public speakers imagine delivering powerful speeches. The science behind visualization. Neuroscience has proven that the brain does not distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. When you visualize an event, your brain fires the same neurons as if you were physically experiencing it. This process strengthens neural connections, making it easier to execute tasks with confidence and precision. A famous study on basketball players demonstrated this effect. One group practiced free throws physically, while another group only visualized shooting free throws. Remarkably, the visualization group improved almost as much as those who physically practiced. This proves that mental rehearsal is nearly as effective as physical practice. Why visualization works. Boosts confidence. Seeing yourself succeed in your mind creates a sense of certainty and belief in your abilities. Reduces anxiety. By mentally preparing for challenges, you reduce stress and improve emotional control. Enhances motivation. A clear mental image of success fuels determination and persistence. Strengthens focus. Visualization helps train the brain to concentrate on important goals and filter out distractions. Improves performance. Athletes, professionals, and performers use visualization to enhance execution and mastery. How to practice effective visualization. Visualization is more than just daydreaming. To be effective, it must be structured and intentional. Here's how you can practice it. Create a clear picture. Close your eyes and vividly imagine your goal. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, and even smell? Use first-person perspective. Visualize from your own point of view, as if you are experiencing the success firsthand. Include emotion. Feel the excitement, confidence, and satisfaction of achieving your goal. Emotions strengthen the visualization process. Practice consistently. Set aside a few minutes each day to visualize. The more you practice, the more powerful the effects. Combine with action. Visualization works best when paired with real effort. Use it as a mental rehearsal before taking steps toward your goal. Examples of visualization in action. Athletes. Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer, visualized his races in detail before every competition, including how he would respond to setbacks. Entrepreneurs. Many successful business leaders, like Oprah Winfrey, credit visualization for helping them achieve their goals by reinforcing their belief in success. Students and professionals. Visualizing successful presentations, exams, or projects helps reduce stress and improve performance. Overcoming doubts about visualization. Some people doubt the effectiveness of visualization, thinking it is unrealistic or just wishful thinking. However, research proves that the mind influences reality. The key is to combine visualization with action. Use mental imagery to strengthen motivation, and then take real steps toward your goals. Conclusion: creating your reality. Your mind is the architect of your future. By practicing visualization, you can shape your reality, boost confidence, and prepare yourself for success. Whether you want to improve performance, develop new skills, or achieve personal growth, visualization is a tool that can help you get there. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of mindfulness and presence, and how being fully engaged in the present moment enhances clarity and well-being. Let's continue. Chapter 10. Mindfulness and Presence. In a fast-paced world filled with distractions, the ability to be present is a rare and valuable skill. Mindfulness, the practice of focusing on the present moment, enhances clarity, reduces stress, and improves overall well-being. When you learn to cultivate mindfulness, you gain control over your thoughts, emotions, and reactions, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the practice of paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. It means being aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, without dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Mindfulness allows you to experience life as it unfolds, making you more conscious of your choices and emotions. This concept has been practiced for centuries in meditation traditions and is now backed by modern science. Studies show that mindfulness improves mental clarity, emotional regulation, and even physical health. The science behind mindfulness. Neuroscience has revealed that mindfulness strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for focus, decision-making, and emotional regulation. It also reduces activity in the amygdala, the brain's fear center, which helps lower stress and anxiety levels. A study conducted at Harvard University found that practicing mindfulness for just a few minutes a day increases gray matter in the brain, improving memory, learning ability, and emotional balance. Another study showed that mindfulness reduces cortisol levels, the hormone associated with stress. Benefits of practicing mindfulness: reduces stress and anxiety. Mindfulness calms the nervous system, lowering stress levels and promoting relaxation. Enhances focus and clarity. By training your attention, mindfulness improves concentration and cognitive function. Improves emotional regulation. It helps you respond to situations with awareness, instead of reacting impulsively. Boosts mental and physical health. Studies show that mindfulness can lower blood pressure, improve sleep, and strengthen the immune system. Increases self-awareness. Being mindful helps you understand your thoughts and emotions, leading to better decision-making and personal growth. How to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a skill that anyone can develop with practice. Here are some simple ways to integrate it into daily life. Mindful breathing. Focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale slowly. This brings immediate awareness to the present moment. Body scan meditation. Close your eyes and bring attention to different parts of your body, starting from your toes and moving upward. Notice any tension and allow yourself to relax. Mindful observation. Take a moment to observe your surroundings. Notice the colors, sounds, and sensations without labeling or analyzing them. Mindful eating. Eat slowly, paying attention to the taste, texture, and aroma of your food. Avoid distractions like screens while eating. Gratitude practice. Reflect on things you are grateful for each day. Gratitude shifts focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. Journaling. Write about your thoughts and experiences without judgment. This helps process emotions and gain self-awareness. Overcoming challenges in mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness can be difficult at first. The mind naturally wanders, and staying present requires patience. Here's how to overcome common obstacles. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. The goal is not to eliminate thoughts, but to observe them without attachment. Start with short sessions. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. Be patient with yourself. Mindfulness is a skill that improves with time and practice. Living a mindful life. Mindfulness is not just about meditation. it is a way of living. Bringing awareness to daily activities, walking, listening, working, enhances your overall experience. When you are fully present, you engage more deeply with others, reduce stress, and find greater joy in the small moments of life. Conclusion: embracing the power of presence. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for mental clarity, emotional resilience, and personal growth. By practicing presence, you gain control over your thoughts and reactions, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. In the next chapter, we will explore the art of decision-making and how to make choices with confidence and clarity. Let's continue. Chapter 11. The art of decision-making. Every day, you make countless decisions, some small, some life-changing. The choices you make shape your future, influencing your success, happiness, and overall well-being. But decision-making is not just about choosing between options. It is an art that requires clarity, confidence, and wisdom. The psychology of decision-making. Decision-making is a cognitive process influenced by logic, emotions, and past experiences. The brain relies on two systems to make choices. System 1, fast, instinctive, and emotional. This is useful for quick decisions, but can sometimes lead to impulsive choices. System 2, slow, deliberate, and logical. This system requires effort and analysis, but leads to more rational decisions. Understanding these systems allows you to recognize when to trust your instincts and when to slow down and analyze your options. Common decision-making pitfalls. Analysis paralysis. Overthinking can lead to inaction. Too many options can create doubt and indecision. Emotional bias. Decisions influenced solely by emotions can lead to choices that do not align with long-term goals. Fear of failure. The fear of making the wrong choice can prevent action altogether. Confirmation bias. Seeking information that supports pre-existing beliefs while ignoring opposing evidence. Social pressure. Making choices based on what others expect rather than personal values. Strategies for effective decision-making. Define your goal. Be clear about what you want to achieve. A well-defined goal makes choices easier. Gather information. Seek relevant facts, but avoid overloading yourself with unnecessary details. Weigh pros and cons. List the advantages and disadvantages of each option to gain clarity. Trust your intuition. If a decision feels right based on experience, don't ignore your gut feeling. Limit choices. Too many options create confusion. Narrow down your choices to simplify the process. Set a deadline. Giving yourself a time limit prevents unnecessary overthinking. Accept imperfection. No decision is perfect. Focus on making the best possible choice with the information available. Learn from past decisions. Reflect on past choices to understand what worked and what didn't. Making decisions under pressure. High-pressure situations require calm thinking. Here's how to stay composed. Pause and breathe. Take a moment to clear your mind and regain focus. Break it down. Simplify the decision by focusing on one aspect at a time. Seek advice. Consult trusted mentors or colleagues for an outside perspective. Think long-term. Consider how the decision will impact your future, not just the present moment. The role of mindfulness in decision-making. Mindfulness helps you make better choices by increasing self-awareness and reducing emotional reactions. When you approach decisions with a calm and focused mind, you are less likely to be swayed by fear, stress, or external pressures. Conclusion. Embracing confident decision-making. Great decision-making is a skill that can be developed. By understanding your thought process, avoiding common pitfalls, and applying effective strategies, you can make choices with confidence and clarity. In the next chapter, we will explore how your environment shapes your thoughts and behaviors, and how you can create a positive space for growth. Let's continue. Chapter 12. The influence of environment. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your thoughts, behaviors, and overall mindset. The people you interact with, the spaces you occupy, and the information you consume all influence your personal growth and success. By understanding this connection, you can intentionally create an environment that supports your goals and well-being. The power of your surroundings. From childhood to adulthood, your environment continuously shapes your beliefs and habits. A supportive and stimulating environment fosters motivation and creativity, while a toxic or negative setting can create stress and self-doubt. Consider two students. One grows up in a home filled with books, engaging conversations, and encouragement to learn. The other is surrounded by negativity, limited access to knowledge, and discouragement. Their environments will likely influence their confidence, learning habits, and perspectives on success. The impact of social circles. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your mindset and ambitions. Supportive relationships. Being around motivated, positive, and growth-oriented individuals inspires you to push beyond limitations. Toxic influence. Negative, critical, or unsupportive people can drain your energy, create doubt, and hinder progress. As motivational speaker Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Choose your social circle wisely, as their attitudes, habits, and values will inevitably influence yours. The effect of physical space. Your surroundings impact your mood, focus, and productivity. A cluttered or chaotic space can lead to stress and distraction, while an organized, well-designed space promotes clarity and efficiency. Work environment. A clean, quiet, and inspiring workspace enhances focus and creativity. Home atmosphere. A peaceful, harmonious home reduces stress and fosters well-being. Nature and outdoor influence. Spending time in natural surroundings improves mental clarity and emotional balance. The role of digital and media consumption. The content you consume daily shapes your thoughts and beliefs. Constant exposure to negative news, social media conflicts, or toxic entertainment can create stress and reinforce limiting beliefs. On the other hand, engaging with educational, inspiring, and uplifting content fuels motivation and intellectual growth. Ways to improve media consumption. Limit negative news intake. Stay informed but avoid excessive exposure to fear-inducing media. Curate social media feeds. Follow accounts that inspire, educate, and uplift, rather than those that provoke negativity. Engage in continuous learning. Read books, listen to podcasts, and watch documentaries that expand your knowledge and perspective. Creating a positive environment for growth. Surround yourself with positivity. Choose relationships that encourage and uplift you. Declutter your space. A clean and organized environment reduces stress and enhances productivity. Seek out inspiring content. Read, watch, and listen to materials that align with your goals. Engage in growth-oriented conversations. Discuss ideas, ambitions, and self-improvement, rather than gossip or complaints. Spend time in nature. Nature has a calming effect on the mind and body, improving overall well-being. Conclusion: shaping your environment for success. Your environment influences your mindset, habits, and success more than you might realize. By intentionally creating a space that nurtures growth, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and consuming enriching content, you set yourself up for a fulfilling and successful life. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of self-talk and how the way you speak to yourself shapes your confidence and achievements. Let's continue. Chapter 13. The power of self-talk. The way you talk to yourself shapes your confidence, actions, and ultimately your reality. Self-talk, the internal dialogue you engage in daily, can be either your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Learning to master self-talk allows you to build confidence, overcome challenges, and unlock your full potential. Understanding self-talk. Self-talk is the voice in your head that narrates your experiences, thoughts, and emotions. It influences how you see yourself and how you react to the world around you. This inner dialogue is shaped by past experiences, societal conditioning, and personal beliefs. There are two primary types of self-talk. Positive self-talk, encouraging, uplifting, and solution-focused thoughts that boost confidence and motivation. Negative self-talk, critical, self-doubting, and fear-driven thoughts that create anxiety and limit personal growth. Recognizing these thought patterns is the first step toward shifting self-talk in a positive direction. The impact of negative self-talk. Negative self-talk can be destructive, reinforcing fears and insecurities. Common forms include the perfectionist, I will never be good enough. The catastrophizer, if I fail, everything will fall apart. The overgeneralizer, I always mess things up. The mind reader, everyone thinks I'm not capable. These thoughts are not based on reality, but rather on fear and self-doubt. Over time, they create mental barriers that prevent growth and success. The power of positive self-talk. Transforming your self-talk has profound effects on your mindset, confidence, and emotional well-being. Positive self-talk boosts self-esteem and resilience, reduces stress and anxiety, enhances performance and focus, encourages perseverance in challenging situations. Many successful people attribute their achievements to the ability to maintain empowering inner dialogue. Athletes, leaders, and entrepreneurs use positive affirmations and mental conditioning to build confidence and push through obstacles. How to transform your self-talk. Become aware of your inner dialogue. Pay attention to your thoughts throughout the day. Are they uplifting or limiting? Challenge negative thoughts. When a negative thought arises, ask yourself, is this true? What evidence supports or contradicts this belief? Reframe self-doubt. Replace limiting statements with empowering alternatives. Instead of I can't do this, say I am learning, and I will improve. Practice positive affirmations. Repeat phrases that reinforce confidence and self-worth, such as I am capable and strong. I deserve success and happiness. I learn and grow from every challenge. Surround yourself with positivity. Engage with people and content that uplift and inspire you. Use visualization. Picture yourself succeeding and overcoming obstacles. Visualization strengthens positive neural pathways, building a habit of constructive self-talk. Like any habit, mastering self-talk takes practice. Here are some simple ways to integrate positive self-talk into your daily life. Start your day with empowering thoughts or affirmations. Keep a journal to track negative patterns and reframe them. Practice gratitude by acknowledging your strengths and achievements. Speak to yourself as you would to a close friend, kindly and supportively. Conclusion. Speak to yourself with confidence. Your inner dialogue influences your reality. By shifting from self-doubt to self-empowerment, you unlock a mindset that fosters growth, resilience, and success. The words you tell yourself every day shape your future. Make them count. In the next chapter, we will explore how to manage stress and anxiety effectively, equipping you with tools to cultivate mental peace. Let's continue. Chapter 14. Mastering Stress and Anxiety. Stress and anxiety are natural responses to challenges and uncertainties in life. While they can be helpful in certain situations, keeping us alert and prepared, they often become overwhelming and detrimental when not managed effectively. Learning to master stress and anxiety allows you to regain control over your thoughts, emotions, and overall well-being. Understanding stress and anxiety. Stress is the body's response to external pressures, while anxiety is the mind's reaction to perceived threats. Both activate the body's fight or flight response, releasing cortisol and adrenaline, which prepare you to respond to challenges. However, chronic stress and anxiety can lead to mental and physical exhaustion, affecting decision-making, sleep, and overall health. Common causes of stress and anxiety include work or academic pressures, financial concerns, relationship challenges, health issues, fear of failure or uncertainty. The impact of uncontrolled stress and anxiety. Long-term stress and anxiety can negatively affect both the mind and body. Symptoms include difficulty concentrating and decision-making, fatigue and sleep disturbances, increased irritability and mood swings, headaches, muscle tension, and digestive problems, weakened immune system, and risk of chronic diseases. Recognizing these symptoms early can help you take proactive steps toward managing stress before it escalates. Strategies to manage stress and anxiety. Practice deep breathing. Controlled breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation. Try the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, Exhale for 8 seconds. Engage in physical activity. Exercise releases endorphins, which naturally reduce stress and improve mood. Activities like walking, yoga, or strength training can be highly effective. Develop a mindfulness routine. Mindfulness meditation trains your brain to stay present, reducing anxiety about the past or future. Reframe negative thoughts. Challenge anxious thoughts by questioning their validity. Instead of "I will fail," reframe it to "I am prepared, and I will do my best." Prioritize restful sleep. Poor sleep increases stress and emotional reactivity. Establish a bedtime routine and limit screen time before bed. Stay organized and plan ahead. Uncertainty fuels anxiety. Breaking tasks into smaller steps and setting realistic goals reduces feelings of overwhelm. Limit stimulants like caffeine and sugar. These substances can heighten anxiety levels. Opt for herbal teas or water instead. Seek social support. Talking to friends, family, or a therapist provides emotional relief and different perspectives on stressors. Engage in hobbies and creativity. Activities like reading, painting, or music provide mental relaxation and a sense of accomplishment. Practice gratitude. Focusing on what you appreciate shifts attention away from stressors, promoting a more positive outlook. The role of self-compassion. Many people are overly self-critical when experiencing stress and anxiety. Practicing self-compassion means treating yourself with kindness rather than judgment. Remind yourself that it's okay to struggle and that managing stress is a journey, not an instant fix. When to seek professional help. While stress and anxiety are common, persistent and intense symptoms may require professional support. Seeking therapy, counseling, or medical guidance can provide effective strategies for managing severe anxiety. Conclusion: cultivating mental peace. Mastering stress and anxiety requires consistent effort and self-awareness. By adopting healthy coping strategies, reframing negative thoughts, and prioritizing self-care, you can build resilience and maintain emotional balance. In the next chapter, we will explore the path to mental freedom, learning how to let go of past burdens and embrace inner peace. Let's continue. Chapter 15. The Path to Mental Freedom. Mental freedom is the ability to break free from negative thought patterns, past regrets, and future anxieties. It is about living with clarity, peace, and a deep sense of self-acceptance. True mental freedom allows you to take control of your mind, rather than being controlled by it. By learning how to let go, reframe perspectives, and embrace inner peace, you can free yourself from unnecessary mental burdens. What is mental freedom? Mental freedom is not about escaping challenges or avoiding responsibilities. Instead, it is about responding to life with a sense of empowerment and resilience. It means letting go of regret and guilt over the past, fear and worry about the future, negative self-talk and limiting beliefs, external validation and societal pressures. Achieving mental freedom requires self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and intentional practice. Letting go of the past. One of the biggest barriers to mental freedom is holding on to past regrets and mistakes. The mind tends to replay negative experiences, reinforcing feelings of guilt and resentment. However, the past cannot be changed. Only your perception of it can. How to release the past. Accept what cannot be changed. Recognize that mistakes and challenges are part of growth. Holding on to regret does not serve you. Forgive yourself and others. Forgiveness is not about excusing wrongdoings, but about freeing yourself from emotional weight. Reframe negative experiences. Every experience, no matter how painful, offers lessons. Shift your focus from pain to growth. Practice mindfulness. Staying present prevents your mind from getting trapped in past regrets. Overcoming fear of the future. Many people experience anxiety about what is yet to come. Fear of failure, uncertainty, and change can prevent growth. Mental freedom requires embracing the unknown with confidence. How to stop worrying about the future. Focus on what you can control. Worrying about things beyond your control drains energy. Direct your focus to actionable steps. Adopt a growth mindset. See challenges as opportunities to learn rather than threats to avoid. Trust yourself. Believe in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Visualize a positive future. Instead of fearing the worst, imagine success and joy. Releasing the need for external validation. Many people seek approval from others to feel worthy. However, true mental freedom comes from within. How to build self-worth. Define your own success. Live according to your values, not societal expectations. Celebrate personal growth. Measure progress by how much you've learned and improved, not by external recognition. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness, just as you would a friend. Surround yourself with supportive people. Choose relationships that uplift rather than drain you. Cultivating inner peace. Mental freedom is closely tied to inner peace. A calm and centered mind allows you to navigate life with clarity and confidence. Ways to foster inner peace. Practice gratitude. Focus on what you have, rather than what you lack. Engage in meditation and reflection. Quiet your mind and gain perspective. Detach from unnecessary drama. Avoid engaging in negativity and conflict that do not serve you. Embrace simplicity. Let go of excess distractions, and focus on what truly matters. Conclusion. Living with mental freedom. Mental freedom is not something that happens overnight. It is a journey of self-discovery, mindset shifts, and intentional action. By releasing the past, embracing the future, and valuing yourself from within, you can experience true liberation. As this book comes to a close, remember that the mind is everything. The way you think shapes your reality. Take control of your thoughts, and you will take control of your life. The path to mental freedom begins now.